Alright guys, welcome to another video. And in this one, I'm going to be speaking about the ladies. And what I mean by that is military dating and the stressors that are within that and how to overcome them and become the best lover you can to your girlfriend or vice versa. I'm going to be speaking from my perspective though, as a guy. And also my perspective, I'm a Marine, so I was a Marine rifleman as well, which even has some more weight to it. Especially on the dating perspective, just being away from them and having a tough job like that. So, anyway, this will go for any military branch, though. I promise you. I came up with 5 stressors. I think were the hardest things to deal with while in the military. So, yeah, I'll just tell you the first one, which is dealing with your newfound confidence. And you're gonna be so confident coming out of boot camp, right? That's going to be where it starts. You're going to become a Marine or a sailor, soldier, whatever it is, and you're going to be feeling good. You're going to be looking good. You're going to know you're good. You're going to have to deal with living 2 lives. You're going to have to be a warrior on one end, and you're going to have to be a lover on the other end. And in order to be that lover, you have to back down a lot. The warrior mentality, the combat mindset. Is literally three things, which is being aggressive, being confident, and being relaxed, just defines the most confident person in the world, right? And that is what you're supposed to be as a warrior. And can you be a good lover as that person? I would argue no. I think you have to be more agreeable. I think you have to be more understanding, kind, loving. You have to be more soft. And that's going to be really tough to deal with, especially getting out of boot camp. I know that I was dating my girlfriend a year before boot camp while I was in high school. And then 6 months into the Marine Corps, we broke up. And that had a lot to do with it. I wasn't able to go and simmer down my warrior side, right? And, yeah, just learn to live that dual life. Now, the second thing is going to be trust. This was one that I'm going to be throwing my ego out the window right now, but this was something that I dealt with and I was not very successful with. I let the drill instructors get in my head, right? And what I mean by that is drill instructors, the only way they know how to motivate you is by demoralizing you, which is really a sick thing. But one of the ways they did that was by telling you while you're in boot camp and you're just going through some crazy things in there. Some things that you've never experienced, especially as an 18-year-old boy. A boy at that time, really. I mean, 18 years old, that's a really young guy, right? This was my first relationship and everything, and these drill instructors, they would go and tell us in the middle of this training, be like, hey, your girlfriend, she's banging Jody back at home. She's dating him now. Like, she's having the time of her life. And you're over here. So just forget about her. Just like live your life, or not live your life, but like become a Marine. Like just hone in on your skills that you're learning right now. Become the best rifleman, and that motivated us, and that got us through boot camp. A lot of us were being held back by our girlfriends. So, once you get out of boot camp, you're going to go and have to regain that confidence in yourself first, all right? Obviously, you're going to have more confidence than you've ever had before, but you have to be able to not have confidence in the sort where you're like, man, I don't trust her anymore. I'm going to break up with her and just get a new girlfriend. You can't be that kind of confidence. You have to be confident where, hey, you're going to have to step down a bit and be like, hey, I need to believe in myself enough where I can trust people. I know that if somebody were to do me wrong, that I'm not going to be destroyed by that. You're gonna have to really have that sort of confidence, not the sort of confidence that you can rule the world. You got to be confident within yourself. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming with that. Again, while you're in the fleet, your actual unit or whatever it is, I mean, there's going to be times where you're away for 10 days. You're going to have to be able to trust them and be able to trust the groups that they're in, and the people they're around and the situations that they're getting themselves into. Let them live life, and I promise you, I am a year out of the military. I dealt with a lot of trust issues, but I am a great man because of it. I'm not a great, oh God, this sounds so bad, but I'm like a much better thought out man than I used to be. I can trust people now, and that's where I'm going with it. That sounded so weird. Anyway, the third stressor of military dating is going to be communication. And communication, it's often told as or said as the most important step of a successful relationship, and communication is going to be the key, right? That's what they call it. And the way you can have communication while you're in the Marine Corps boot camp, at least. You're not going to be able to have much communication. It's just how it is. You're going to be mailing each other. That's going to be as much contact as you can have, but that's going to be about a week delay, and you're not going to have much communication, but you can have some communication that way, and it'll help a lot. Have her write you as much as possible, and write her as much as possible, all right? Just do that. Now, once you get out of boot camp and now you're a Marine, communication, how you do that, there's a lot of ways, especially now, 2018, you got Skype, you got phone calls, you got anything really. You can play games together. You can do anything. That's all ways to communicate with her. Um, Now, if you're a rifleman like me, you're gonna be out in the field a lot. So when you're out of the field, you're not gonna be able to communicate. You're not gonna have your phone. You're gonna come back 10 days later, and you have to try and communicate to her what you just did. And that's gonna roll into the fourth stressor of military dating, which is understanding. And understanding, I'd say understanding communication kind of are hand in hand, where you're not going to be able to go and explain to her exactly what happened during training. You're not going to explain to her, if you go on a deployment, what happened during that deployment too well. Yeah, you can tell her the stories. Yeah, you can tell her all those things. But she's not going to be able to experience the 120-degree heat and the 120 pounds on your back and the yelling drill instructors or anything that it is. She's not going to be able to understand that. And you're going to have to be able to relate to her in a different way. You're going to have to communicate in different ways, right? You're going to have to Skype her and understand. And again, with communication, you're going to have to go and just display your emotions. You're going to have to push that warrior side away. You're going to have to put on a new face every time you talk to her. And that's not, that's not a bad way. I'm not saying like you should become a different person or you should lie to yourself, but you got to go and be a lover and a warrior at the same time, but in two separate ways. It's kind of a weird thing, but that's how it's going to have to be. Understanding, you're going to have to push your because really, at the end of the day, even though you're an active duty serviceman, it's gonna feel like your life, and it is your life. But you're gonna have to take a step back, realize that it's your job, and you're gonna have to when you go and Skype her and when you call her and stuff, put your job away, push it off to the side. Become that person that she fell in love with again, right? You have to be that funny person. You have to push your work aside and not talk about those things. You're going to have to take that breather for yourself. You're going to have to you're going to have to really love her in a different way than or in the same way that you did when you were back home. Um, I think I said that enough, which is why I'm stuck in a rut right now. But I'll just get on to the fifth stressor, which is intimacy. So, I mean, there's no shooting this, or what is that called? There's no dodging this bullet. Yeah, I suppose. Intimacy, obviously, before you join the Marine Corps, you're gonna have a lot of it. While you're in the Marine Corps, you're gonna have 30 days of it in a year because that's how much leave you get. Um, but there's different ways to have intimacy, and what I mean by that is for girls especially, the thing that they don't need like that super close contact. I mean they like to hold hands, they like to hug and kiss and all those things, and watch a movie right next to each other. But there's different ways you can do that. One of the things that had, oh my God, we went leaps and bounds just in our relationship by just having a Skype every day that we could and watch a movie or watch a show, play a video game together, have a Skype where it's just an hour of you talking to each other face to face, having some dinner on your bed or something just just Skype, all right? I promise you, Skype is the answer to that intimacy problem. It helped me so much. It helped her so much. And, this was my second girlfriend. It wasn't the failed one. This was the one that succeeded. I met her while I was in the military over literally Facebook Messenger. We started Snapchatting, and Snapchat's awesome too. You can just take her through your day, and she could take you through her day, and that'll help with understanding, communication. It's just gonna help so much. Just Skype her. She's gonna love that, and you're gonna love that too. And you're gonna, at the end of that Skype call, you're gonna feel relieved. I promise you that. I feel like that's something that I really worried about when I was dating her and thinking about dating her, because I mean, we went on leave, and you know, we were so close to each other. We were going on picnics like every day or doing something fun. When you're away from her, I thought it was going to be the end of the world. No, just Skype her. I promise you, that's going to be so awesome. And you know, that's the last of the stressors. If you can get through all five of those, I think you're going to be really well off in your relationship. I can assure you that. So you're not going to be perfect at this. I think is the last thing I should say. Like I said, I have really dealt with trust in a bad way. You're going to be dealing with things, again, this is a life experience. You're 18 years old. This is what you're going through. You're going to have to realize that, hey, these are experiences that I need to go through, and just be happy at the end of the day, even if the relationship doesn't work out, that you got through that before you were 30 years old, right? Like, man, you're going to be having, um, at the end of your, when you become a civilian again, like, you're gonna be such a new person, even more of a new person than you got, that you became out of boot camp. Like, you're gonna become such a new person. You're gonna be so much more successful in a lot of areas in your life. So anyway, I think I beat that to a pulp. I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions about dating, or questions about, man, I'm not a dating advisor, but I mean, like, if you have any questions about military, just leave it down in the comments. As usual, answer them, and whether that's in a comment or a video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.
I heard that shot from way over here.
Oh shit!
I'm down. I'm down.
I killed him.
Revive me.